I don't think there's a women's basketball coach in the game that has had a bigger impact on women's basketball than Pat Summitt. I think she's inspirational for her players, obviously, but what makes her so special is that she impacted everyone else in the game.
There was, an energy about her that you just knew she was a special woman. Whether it was her attention to detail or making sure, you never cut corners. The respect and the love that she had from those around her and from her players. You could just feel all of it from her, and it was just inspiring, even through stories, even through books, even through TV shows.
So when I was 21 years old and had my first coaching job at Syracuse, I got the opportunity to go out on the road recruiting for the first time. And back in that day, you could talk to the club coaches after the game. So thought I was going to work the hardest. I stayed till the game that ended at 10 and then waited in line to talk to the coach. I was second to last because Pat Summitt waited until the very end, let all the other coaches talk first, and then probably was the person that coach really wanted to talk to. But I saw her stay in the gym till at least 10:45, 11 o'clock at night. I woke up the next morning for an 8 a.m. game, thought I'll be the first one in the gym. I'm 21, I have to work the hardest, and I got to the gym and there was one coach already there, and it was Pat Summitt. I said good morning, she said hello back, which kind of made my day or my month. But most importantly, just from watching her that weekend, they were the #1 team in the country. She was the best coach of all time, and yet she was in the gym working harder than anybody else. So
being in the Pac-12, I've been very fortunate to go against great teams and great programs. I worked 1 year in the SEC at Vanderbilt, and there's nothing like going into that gym in Knoxville, Tennessee, seeing all the banners that she put up in the Raptors, feeling the culture, still having the fans chant her name at those games. It's so surreal. She definitely made sure that Lady Ball basketball is a brand that's going to be reckoned with forever and forever.
As a coach, I remember my second year in the business being out recruiting, and I went to Tina Charles' high school. She's one of the top players in the country, and I was so excited. I'm in the school, and I'm wearing my college colors, and I'm in the lunchroom, and the boys are like, "Oh, can I come play football for you?" And they're all like hyped about where I'm from and everything, and everyone's giving me a lot of attention. So I sit down and coach says, "I'll come and chat with you in a minute." So I'm sitting in the lunchroom looking around, and all of a sudden there's this huge commotion at the front of the cafeteria, and I was just like, "Oh, I wonder what's going on." And all of a sudden I catch a glimpse of Pat Summitt in full what I would call game attire, her suit, just looking sharp. And I remember standing up and sitting back down oh my goodness, Pat Summitt was here. And that was the end of my attention. No one else knew the rest of the day that I was there. It was all about Pat. And she just has that impact. She's just a very dynamic, special person that I think will always be remembered, especially for what she did for this game.
I'm thrilled that at Cal we're able to celebrate the memory and legacy of Pat Summitt today. I know for me that people like Pat Summitt made the coaching profession a realistic option. I don't know if I would have gone into coaching if there weren't trailblazers who made it a viable option for women to coach college basketball. And she always did it with class and dignity, and always did what was best for the game, not just what was best for Tennessee basketball. So I think all of us in the college game today, with everything that we have and games on TV and contracts and all of that, we owe a debt of gratitude to Pat Summitt, and just happy that our players are wearing the shirts today to be able to commemorate her life and her legacy.
This is Cal basketball.
And we back.